Chicory is a perennial herb. Perennial meaning that it grows back after it's been grazed. It's a really good crop, especially if it's mixed in with a grass mix like in this field here. It requires nitrogen to grow, so when it's in a sward like this with clover, then that's absolutely perfect for it. It's quite easy identified. Through the winter, the long leaf will lie flat, and in the summer, the leaf will stand up to the sunshine. After its first year, into its second year when it grows, it'll start to form a crown, and from this crown you'll get a flowering shoot. As we get through the second season into the late summer and into the autumn, that will start to then split and shoot off and attract different biodiversity to the field. As well as the plant, we then have the root system, and the root system is really quite amazing in that you can get roots down to a maximum of about 1.5 meters into the ground. So it's a really, really good drought resilience strategy crop, where it can go right down deep, it can search for the moisture in a dry year, and it also pulls those minerals up from the ground into the leaf and then for the animals to eat as well. It favours the same type of field scenarios that grass does, so it likes a free draining soil, the same kind of pH as grass does as well, but it actually looks for a warmer soil. So you're looking for it to be 8 degrees Celsius before it will grow. So it stops growing through the winter. For that reason, it needs to be managed really quite differently. You need to protect the crown. If the crown's grazed, you'll lose the plant. It'll last for about 2 to 5 years in the sward if it's managed correctly. So you really don't want to graze it further than 4 to 5 centimetres. Ideally in the summer, you take it down to 7 centimetres. Works really well when you're giving it an intensive short blast and then give it plenty of rest as well. So a rotational grazing system like you have here is ideal for it, where you're putting a lot of stock on, you're taking them off at that kind of 4 to 5 centimetres or 7 in the summer, and then moving them around to give it plenty of rest until its next graze. The plant in itself is really, because it's got this long kind of rooting system, it does a lot of properties for the soil as well. So it really helps your soil health, it helps aerate the soil, and it's just generally a really nice add-on into a grass sward. But it's just to remember that it doesn't get managed the same as a typical grass sward. It's cold tolerant, but it's also got anthelmintic properties as well, so it works really nicely in a worm prevention strategy. So the crop has got really, really good nutritional properties, where the leaf is about 17 to 18% protein. The leaf is high in protein and it's very palatable, whereas the shoots that come up with the flowers, they aren't just quite as palatable for livestock, especially for sheep. All round, the crop fits really nice into a mixed species sward such as the one that we see today. It adds huge diversity to the sward, which assists both the animal and the biodiversity. Being that it's flowering, it is an ideal plant for pollinators such as bees as well. It's a fantastic addition to a grass sward, but just keep in mind that it does get managed slightly differently to keep that crown to enable the plant to persist for its 2 to 5 years.